What's going on, YouTube? Wanted to make another quick video here today to talk about this Fuel Customs intake. As you can see, it's no longer on my bike because it's starting to make me nervous. So I caught it loosening up a couple of times off the intake. Just kind of wobbly in there, and then I could tighten it up. Or try to get a screwdriver in there anyway and tighten it up, but honestly, it started making me nervous, and that's the last thing I need is for it to wiggle its way off and let a bunch of mud and dirt and bugs in my intake or whatever not. And then the other thing that's quite aggravating about this thing is how they designed this filter to fit on the intake. The mounting clamp is on the wrong side of this bar, if you ask me. So you gotta like stick the filter in first and then try to manipulate the clamp onto the filter on this side, which is just wrong. It should be over here. This should be like this way, and then it should mount on this side. You know, like everybody else's filters fit on there. So, oh, and then there's another thing here. Like, here's the stocky, okay? So what I want to talk about is this sensor. Okay, see how that sensor sits nice and flat, flush on there, right? Pop it out. See, Yamaha, they put this nice metal flat plate for you to mount it. Well, the Fuel Customs people, let me show you. Let's see if you, oh, let me get in the shadow here. If you can see, still, let me come on this side. The Fuel Customs people, see, it's got this hump in there. Okay, and you go to put this in. Okay, you see that gap? As soon as you put any pressure on this to tighten it down, chances are you're just going to snap this right off. It just does not sit there very flat at all. In fact, it doesn't sit flat. In fact, if you ask me, that's probably an air leak. So, you're probably asking yourself, what are you going to do, Jay? Are you gonna go back to the stocky? No, I'm not. Look at the difference here. Oh, it's like sucking through a straw. No, we're definitely not going back to that. That would be ridiculous. So, I'll show you what I did. Got a new friend. Okay. It's called RP Race. Well, there it is. It's made out of nice stainless steel. Fits in there real nice. It uses the stock airbox instead of the Fuel Customs airbox. So to get this in there, all I had to do was just shave off a little bit. Well, first you got to take that cone thing out. That ridiculous cone thing that the stock air filter mounts to. You just take that out. They give you this rubber gasket. You feed the whole unit through there. And then they, it mounts, on the intake. This sensor sits there properly. Nice and flat. The way it's, like the OEM one. So they welded in there a nice little flat piece. It sits in there nice. The other thing I'm digging about this thing is this support. Okay, the support bar goes right onto the side of the intake. So that's going to make sure it cannot move this way, or this way, or that way. I mean, it's locked in there. That's cool. I'm really liking that. So again, I got the airbox lid on just to show you. And I got this cut out, and it has an outerwear. So the air goes through here, or it can go through the traditional way. I'll pop it off. So that there is the Fuel Customs filter. Okay, that's the filter that came with the Fuel Customs. It fits on this one, which is remarkable. That's great. So now I have two filters, because those things are like 60, 70 bucks. So this fits on here. And if you notice, this clamps on the inside of the airbox, the way it's supposed to be, like everybody else's is. So you just loosen it up, pop it off, clean it, tighten it back up. The other one, I mean, you got to mess with it. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. Oh, and then there's another thing I want to mention. Let me get this sensor back out of here. The Fuel Customs one, when you have it all mounted, said and done, the sensor, it sits like here. It sits like right about here. It's higher and more to the right of this one, or even this where it would be on the stock location. And if you, I'm not sure if the camera's gonna pick it up. Can you see these circles right here? Right here? These circles that are in the paint? That's your seat cushion. Where the seat clips in, there's like those rubber cushions. Here, where's my seat? Oh man, whoever the engineer is designing this seat was drunk. This thing, I actually shaved it, because when you put your seat on, this is so close to this. If you have it just a little bit crooked, you're just snapping this thing right off. So being down there now, way out of the way, there's no way, no fear that it's actually gonna bust this sensor off, because Lord knows whatever the heck that would do, if it would even run right. Probably not. So we're gonna try this one out. This one looks solid to me. I should have gotten this one from the get-go. You know, you read those forums, fuel custom. No. You need to seriously consider these RP race guys. Okay, that looks like a nice unit, good engineering. Okay, proper, and I like that it uses the stock airbox. Okay, because the stock airbox is actually bigger, and it's truly sealed now. It's got plenty of room back here. The Fuel Customs ones, you gotta like crush it, try to get it in there and through, and then get this clamp to come back over. Oh, nightmare. So RP, man, RP, there they are. Give the instructions. Oh, and if any of you RP race people are watching, you got to invest in some Grammarly, bro. I mean, I'm just saying. Yeah, you need some of that. So this is what we're gonna roll from now on. Fuel Customs gone, RP race is in. I mean, I'm not a racer, I'm just a trail rider. And this design is way better than the stock one. I mean, for airflow wise. So, and I like the fact that I can put the airbox back on. You know, if it's really muddy out, you know, if it's like terrible muddy, I can put this back on there, you know, and I can run it like that. So, you know, double insurance. I'm all about that. All right, guys. And thanks for watching, as always. I do appreciate it. And we'll catch you on the next one. Bye now.